Three, two, three, two, one. What they say? Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party all night to the escape beat. Just kick it, just kicking it. Whoa, just kicking it. Kick off your shoes and bum 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 da. Just kick it, just kicking it. Just kicking it. Hey, yo, welcome back to another episode of the Arts Block Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Curry the third. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yo, if this is your first time watching the pod, hello. I'm Eric Curry the third. Like I just said, I'm the host of this thing. I am the runner of this thing. I just do my thing around this thing. And this is going to be a great time. So if you're watching for the first time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on post notifications so you can be notified every time that we post a podcast. Make sure that that's on YouTube. Make sure that you what else? Oh, make sure that you, if you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, make sure that you give me a 5 star and a review. You can just say that this is the greatest podcast that you have ever seen in your life, and that will literally suffice. Guys, hot news, hot news dropped while I was getting ready to record. Yes. I lie to you not. Hot news just dropped. Are we going to jump straight into this? Do I have any announcements? Any announcements? No, I don't have anything. Let's get to it. Young Thug's lawyer is getting locked up. Dun, dun, dun. What? Yes, you did not hear me incorrectly. Young Thug's lawyer is getting locked up for contempt. Is it contempt of court? Contempt of court? Is that the term of it? Contempt of court. So in this article, an attorney representing Young Thug, the rapper, his name is what's his name? Brian Steele is arrested for alleged contempt of court. Now, I'm not about to read this whole article to you all because this article is crazy long, but uh I'm just going to give y'all guys a summary, well, just this basic summary of what I've read. So basically, Young Thug's lawyer Brian Steele, he was in court today on Monday as I'm recording this. He was in court today and he found out that the prosecution has been having secret meetings with witnesses or with a specific witness, Kenneth Copeland. Kenneth Copeland, I think last week he refused to testify on the stand, and the prosecution basically was like, "Hey, if you don't say anything on the stand, we can what did she say? Copeland said uh he could be held in custody until all defendants have their cases disposed of, right? So basically the prosecutor Simone Hylton, Simone Hylton, is that how you say her name? Hylton. You know what? Simone Mon, she basically was like, listen, she told the witness, the Kenneth, she was basically like, look, listen, boom, you can be held in custody until all the defendants have their cases disposed of. I think it's like 26 of them left. So however long that takes, you can be in custody for that long. However, that's apparently she can't do that without the defense being there. So my boy Brian, actually, hold on, wait. Before I even tell you what Brian did, let's give it up for Brian Steele. Brian Steele has to be the greatest criminal defense attorney in the country right now. He is he is top two, and he is for sure not. I haven't seen nobody put in this much work to get somebody off a case ever in my life. Me, free thug, man, free thug. But listen, This is how Steele got them, right? He said if this is true, if what he found out is true, right? If what he found out that Simone and the judge has been meeting up with witnesses uh secretly, privately, without the defense being there, he says if that is true, what that is coercion, witness intimidation, ex parte communications that we have a constitutional right to be present for. Talk your talk, Brian. Talk your talk. He said, it's my constitutional right to be present for these talks and present for any meetings you have with any witnesses regarding this case. It is my duty. Now, Eric, why is this important? Why is this important? Why do we care that Brian is going to jail, right? Or any of this, right? Why do we care about any of this? Well, I just want you guys to know that Brian isn't snitching on who his source is, right? So Brian isn't telling people who his source is. That's basically why Brian is going to jail. And Brian is only going to jail. I think he's serving 10 weekends, 20 days, 10 weekends in jail. And he says if he's not acquitted, can he serve his time with Young Thug? The judge says, sure, why not, right? I just want everybody to know if this is true, if coercion is happening, if witness intimidation is happening, if communication with parties with witnesses is happening without the defense here, this is cause for Thug's case to be thrown out and Thug could be free. This is cause for Thug to be free if this becomes true. Now, I just want to say that this whole Young Thug case has became a little bit of a how can I say this nicely? This Young Thug case has easily became one of the uh rather entertaining cases that I have seen. It hasn't been one moment since Young Thug has gotten arrested that I have been worried for Young Thug's freedom. And I have been thinking, maybe Thug won't be free. Ever since that man has been locked behind bars, ever since Brian Steele has been defending Thug from point A to now, oh, Thug is getting out of here. Thug is getting out of here. The defense has been doing a horrible job. first, first and foremost, the defense has been doing one. This has to be one of the worst defense jobs I have ever seen in my life. This has to be one of the worst defense jobs ever. I mean, not defense jobs, prosecution jobs. Excuse me. Has to be one of the worst prosecution jobs by a prosecutor ever. Simone, get it together, Stink. What are you doing? This was supposed to be open and shut. Rico racketeering case open and shut. Everybody was saying nobody beats, not too many people beat a Rico. You can't beat a Rico. Young Thug is gone. Young Thug is done. YSL is done. There's no way he's being a Rico. But guess what? Slime is finna be out and it's finna be up. It's finna be up. The album that we're about to get with Thug Free, you know how many bangers Thug probably wrote in the mother boy. I ain't even about to get into it. But this is super embarrassing for the prosecution, right? Um Glanville, who is the judge, Glanville, he added that the leak from the prosecutors meeting was a violation of violation of secrecy violation of secrecy in the judge's chambers. Guys, somebody hasn't been doing things right. Now, it's one thing, right? If the judge, if the, I mean, not if the judge, if Brian Steele, the defense attorney, has gotten this information and it wasn't true, right? And the judge was just looking at Brian, like, what are you talking about? Like this, like you're reaching right now, right? However, but the judge was so bent on how did you get this information? Who told you this? Who told you that this happened? That's how I know that this is true. And guys, a reminder: if this is true, you can't do that. You can't have the But when it comes to a witness, right? When it comes to who you're representing, that's a whole different thing. You have meetings with who you're representing all you want. But when it comes to a witness, you can't have a meeting with the witness, at least I think at least while the trial is happening, right? While in the middle of trial, after they got on the stand, you can't go back to the witness and be like, hey, you know, if you don't X, Y, and Z, such and such and such is going to happen to you. Hey, without the defense being there, right? Y'all want Thug to be locked away so bad, and I don't know why. What did that man do to you and your families? And the whole killers, the worst part is, Glanville, you're black. You are a black man. What do you Glanville, you're a judge. I know you have to drive a BMW. I know you drive a BMW. I know for a fact you drive a BMW. If you don't drive a BMW, then I'm reaching. But if you BMW, black man winning. So Glanville, judge, if if you drive a BMW, I need you to go ahead and give that up, my boy. I need you to go ahead and sell that junk, my boy, because you don't want to see a black man winning. You don't want to see Thug free, and I don't know why. There's nothing you can tell me that can explain why what Young Thug has done to you, or you do not want that man free, because that man hasn't done anything to nobody. Well, I'm not going to say that. Well, I am going to say that. I don't know Thug personally, so I don't know what Thug has done, if he has done anything to anybody. But the whole basis of y'all case is using his song lyrics to don't get him thrown in jail. Whole time the jury has been vibing out to some Thug. I wish I was on that jury. If I was on that jury, I would be acting a fool. If they play lifestyle and I was on the jury, psh, send him home. Send him home. Send him home. Send him home. One thing though, that we do need to worry about is that Thug. They don't got no gym or nothing where you locked up at, my nigga. They don't got no. God damn. They don't got no. They don't got no like weight much. They don't got no exercise machines, no weight machines. They don't got no nothing where you locked up at, cuz. But you just locked up and that's it. They don't got no like no dumbbells. They don't got no nothing. All right, my fault. You right. You right. But they don't got no huns, huns, huns. They don't got none of that in that job. Where you need to ask to go wherever Gunna went. Wherever they was holding Gunna at, because Gunna lost about like 50 pounds when he was locked up. So wherever Gunna went, that's where you need to go. You need to go figure out whatever the meal plan was in that certain. If y'all was locked up in the same, which I highly doubt, but if y'all was locked up in the same, you know what I mean? I don't know what else to tell you, my boy. That Comme des Garçons, that the heart. I seen you wearing the Comme des Garçons vest. The heart on the Comme des Garçons was stretching out a little bit. The heart was about to it was about to go from Comme des Garçons to 808s and heartbreaks. It That shit it's getting, yeah, Thug, it's getting wild. It's getting wild. And I'm only saying this because I love you. I'm only saying this because I'm a big fan. I love you. I'm really concerned for your health right now, Thug. I am, because it happened fast. It happened fast. You've been it you know what? You know what? Never mind. Free Thug, free YSL, free Slime. Can't wait to see you out them cages, my boy. Next thing on the docket, Kendrick Lamar has announced that he will be hosting a concert on Juneteenth. PG Lang, Kendrick, and friends at the Kia Forum in LA. LA, stand up. This is our time. I'm not even from LA, but I'm from LA. I said this on the pod. I'm from LA until further notice. People that's watching this that's from LA, please tell me what's a safe neighborhood that's still respected in LA. Like, it's not the hood, but if I tell people I'm from there, they'd be like, "Oh, all right, yeah, okay." Like, what is there? Is there a place like that that's like well respected, but not like hood and not gangbangy? And if I say I'm from there, I'll get jumped. If there's a place like that, please let me know. If not, then I'm just gonna say then I'm just then you know what, and then it is what it is. But this is gonna be a huge event for LA. Hearing Not Like Us live is gonna be crazy. And I think this is an Amazon Prime event, which is perfect for people who can't come. Um, because Kendrick did his last tour. I think like the Paris show. He did a Paris show, and it was like an Amazon Prime, Paris like show for his Mr. Morale tour, and that jump was crazy. That jump was nuts. It was stupid. Um, there's a lot of speculations on what will happen during this Kendrick and Friends show. People think that there's going to be a Black Hippie reunion. People think that Kendrick is going to release an album date. People think that Kendrick will bring out Cole. To be honest, I don't know what Kendrick's going to do. We never know what Kendrick is going to do. I think Kendrick is going to show love to LA, a lot of love to LA. I think that I think he's going to obviously have Schoolboy, J Rock. I think SZA might come through, pull up. I think he might have Vince Staples in there. I wouldn't mind if this was such an LA thing that only LA will get it. Like Reason, like all the TDE guys, all the RBE, SOB, like all those guys. Like I would not mind if this was the most LA thing ever. If this was the most LA thing ever, and it's just for people from LA, it's just for the people from LA, it's just from the people from that area. It's so niche, and so I would not mind because I feel like we need more of that. People are trying to cater to so many people, and it's like, nah, if you're doing something like, for example, right, Dreamville Fest, right? If people have been complaining for like the last like year or so about Dreamville Fest, they was like, I miss when it was just like when it was like mainly Dreamville artists and like all the Dreamville artists was like getting like the heavy minutes and stuff, right? Because that's who we came to see. That's what all the real Dreamville fans came to see. We came to see all the Dreamville artists, right, for Dreamville Fest. Because this is one of the only times where all Dreamville artists are together and we can see all of these artists perform at the same time, right? When you do something that niche and it grows so significantly and you try to do something more with it than what it really needs to be, then it kind of can become too much for like the people, right? It's no more niche things. Everything's everything's becoming too big. Everything's becoming too like known. Everybody wants to be a part of everything when everything isn't for everybody. There's no you like I wouldn't mind if this is something if Kendrick's like, hey, this isn't for you. East Coast, Midwest, even some of the West Coast, Oregon, Washington, this even most of Sacramento, uh, I don't like San Francisco. This is for Los Angeles and Los Angeles only. Death of Valley, I love you. Orange, I love you. This is San Diego, I love you. This is for LA and LA only. I wouldn't mind. It needs to be niche. Not everything is for everybody, but stop trying to fit in everybody into everything. You feel me? Because you can't. So make it niche. Make it so I would love if this was a super LA show. Like, bro, I don't think y'all understand how much I would love that. Like, bro, bring your culture even though LA is already like a big, LA, the Bay, like that whole like California, whole West Coast thing, like it's such a big area for hip hop already, right? But if Kendrick can like just bring that culture, enrich that, and show us like this is I would love that so much. I would love that so much. And I feel like that with that being the vibe of the Kendrick and Friends show, hearing like listening to Not Like Us in that type of environment while Kendrick's performing it will be a different type of experience. It will be, and I feel like that will say elevate. I feel like that will elevate the show 10 times more if it was such an LA experience than Not Like Us comes on. It was like, yo, this is like an LA thing. Mustard's coming, so we know Not Like Us is going to be performed because Mustard's coming. Mustard announced that he was coming to Kendrick and Friends. People saying that Kendrick's gonna bring out Cole. I don't know if Kendrick's gonna bring out Cole. I'm not sure. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I wouldn't mind. Like, I don't think he should. I think that this should be a Kendrick thing. I think that this should be a Kendrick thing. I think Kendrick should just dominate this thing and just run with it. And this should be the start of Kendrick's album rollout, because I feel like if he brings out Cole, it can be. I just feel like it's going to be more conversation around that than it will be the actual event. And I would much rather the conversation be around the amazing event that PG Lang put on. Baby Keem, I'm expecting Keem to be out there. Yeah, but I'm just really excited about that. I'm not going to be there. One, because I can't afford a ticket to LA, and two, I can't afford a ticket to see Kendrick at Kia Forum, and three, I can't afford a hotel room. Actually, one of those things I probably can't afford. The other two I can't. But it's fine. I'm gonna be watching it from the comfort of my own home. Soon enough, though, I'm gonna be getting invited to all of these events and concerts. I won't even people be hitting me up like, "Yo, like, hey, pull up to such and such and such. We having this, yo, your VIP tickets." Da, 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 da. Soon enough, that's what's gonna be happening. That's gonna be the vibe of everything, and I won't even have to think about. It. I'll be like, "Yo, I'm pulling up to the da, 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 da. I'm gonna be vlog. I should be vlogging like all the concerts and stuff I go to. Man, God gonna be Godding. God will be Godding. Don't worry about it. God will be Godding. I know him. I know him. God will be Godding. But yeah, nah, I'm super excited, super proud of Kendrick. Who I am not proud of, third on the docket, Drake has been deleting his diss track post off of Instagram. Sir, stand on business. If you aren't proud of your performance, don't backtrack now that the battle is over. No, stand on that. Whatever you said in them diss tracks, stand on that 10 toes. I will respect. Listen, somebody that's completely wrong, but they stand 10 toes on their principles. I'd rather you do that than to be like, ah, nah, nah. You know, I'm sorry. Stand where you are, sir. I'm giving the same energy that I gave to Cole. Stand 10 toes. That's no better than the Cole apology, because at least Cole bowed out before things would start getting serious. You fought. You fought. You brought up this man's wife. You brought up this man's kids. You brought up this man's fetish for white women. You called this man a woman beater. You said a whole bunch about this man. If you don't stand on that, now that you lost, now that the court of public opinion is on Kendrick's side and is no longer favoring you, you're going to delete the Instagram post. Drake, Drizzy, I expected more from you. I expected more from you. I expected more from you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm highly disappointed as somebody who I expect, as somebody at the beginning of the battle who was like, nah, not this time, nigga. You're following through. Somebody who was saying that just a month ago or like 2 months ago, whatever, bro, bro, what happened? What happened? What happened? Where did that energy go? Where did the energy go? Where did the energy shift? Where did the energy shift? That upset me. That upset me. And also, when Cole apologized, you did all of that posting on the net talking about, oh, battle rap is a sport. There will never be no competition. And I think in your mind right now, he's like, well, at least I competed. But yeah, it's not. It's like, bro, you can't be like, oh yeah, I like, bro. Stand on the laws, bro. Just stand on the laws, bro. Just hold the L. Keep the diss tracks up. Keep all that shit up. Keep all of, bro. And people's like, it's not like he deleted it from DSPs, but it's like, it's like you're accepting defeat. The one not don't like, bro, accept defeat privately. Privately be like, yeah, I lost. But to the public, what the fuck? To us? No, bro. No, bro. And to all the Drake fans who still saying, I think Drake won, I think Drake, bro, it's a clear winner now. Like the winner could not be any clearer. Like the winner should be you looking yourself in the mirror and like seeing your, bro. The winner is so clear right now. Drizzy, congratulations, congratulations, Drizzy. I mean, yeah, no, congratulations, Drizzy. You played yourself. Congratulations, Drizzy. You played yourself. Congratulations, Kendrick, on still proving that you're the certified boogeyman. I'm the one up to skull with him. Walk him down whole time. I know he got some hole in him. Sheesh. Hole in him. Extortion. Bully the floor on him. Woo! Woo! See, that don't make you want to move your shoulders. But Russell, oh no, the Russell's on tour. The Russell's on tour with T-Pain. I would have loved to see LaRussell pull up to Kendrick and Friends. I would have loved to see LaRussell, even though LaRussell, I think LaRussell's from the Bay. Um, I think LaRussell's from the Bay. I don't think LaRussell's from LA, but I would still love to see 40 Water. And people are assuming that 40 Waters reunion is coming. But me saying the Bay made me think of E40, made me think of 40 Water. Um, but yes, I would love to see LaRussell at Kendrick and Friends, even though I know the probability of that happening is slim to none because LaRussell is on tour right now with T-Pain. The mansion is in Wisconsin, in Wisconsin tour. That from what I've seen, that's super dope and that's going well. T-Pain dancing to Not Like Us has been super fire. I think he danced to Not Like Us at the end of every show, if I'm not mistaken, or one of every show, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Oh, another tour that's happening right now. Chris Brown is killing his tour. Chris Brown, I've been seeing clips on Twitter. I've been seeing clips of his tour on TikTok, and it's that joint is so good. It's making me want to go. And I'm not even like I'm a Chris Brown fan. I'm a Chris Brown fan. But I'm not like the biggest Chris Brown fan. Like I don't know if I would like go to a Chris Brown concert. But it's making me want to go to that Chris Brown concert. Just the way the stage is set up, like the song selection, the dancers, the just the spectacle of the show. I love that like he has like the AI thing choosing three different songs every night. Like I love it. I love it. I love the intro. I love how the show starts. I love it. Chris Brown tour looks very, very entertaining, and I would love to see it. It looks amazing. I would love to go see it live. Next thing on the docket, shout out to Will Smith and Martin Lawrence on making $104 million worldwide in the box office for Bad Boys for Life. Let's give it up. 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 Um, what can I say? Y'all, you know what y'all try? Y'all try to cancel. Oh, dang, it looks like I don't got no pillowcase. No, I promise you I got a pillowcase. I promise you I do. Um, y'all try to cancel Will Smith. That's what y'all tried to do. Y'all tried to cancel Will Smith. How did that work out for you? How did that work out for you? What did that do for you? How did that what did that do? How did that work? 104 million worldwide box office sales in the weekend though. In the week, I think it made 56 million in the US. In the 104 million in the weekend, they profited in just the weekend. They made I think the I think it's the budget was 100 mil. So for anybody that doesn't know film, right? You want to at least double what the budget was. At the very least double what the budget was so you can recoup everything that you spent. So if it was 100 million to spend, you want to get at least 200 million in box office at least, right? Making 104 million in just the first weekend, not even the week, just the first 2 days that thing was out. Y'all boys are in trouble. Oh, y'all boys are in trouble. And I love the way that they promoted the movie too. They went to all the black creators and worked with all the young black creators, old black creators. They just went to all the black creators. You musicians need to do the same thing. However, I understand that a lot of the marketing is with musicians. However, a lot of the marketing is dependent on the label. Same thing with movie companies. A lot of the marketing with movie companies are very dependent on the production company, whoever the production house is housing the film, whoever they are, or the powers may be. But however, stars like Will Smith and Martin have a lot more say so when it comes to who they want or how they want to market and promote their movie, who they want to go with press runs, who they want to go to and do different things of this of sorts, right? A lot of you musicians and a lot of you artists need to do that same thing. A lot of the reason why the art of interviewing is going away is because a lot of you niggas don't want to be interviewed by anybody. And I understand, because who is there to sit down and talk to is the real question. You don't want to talk to none of these old people. I've gotten told to stop calling them old niggas, so I will stop calling you old niggas. You don't want to talk to these older people because these older people aren't going to really sit down, listen to you, understand. And there's not really no young people popping off right now, for you to sit and interview and have one of those, like what's like an amazing rap interview that happened in like the last 10 years. Don't know, can't name one. That was like a serious interview. That wasn't like a memeable moment. Like an interview that was like serious. That wasn't like a moment that was memeable, but something that like that people sat down and watched and we had like real hip hop discourse about. I don't know. I don't know. But back to Will Smith and Martin though. Yes, congratulations on them too. I don't like how all the blogs are making this about the Will Smith slap thing though. They're every like, oh, Will Smith surprisingly recovered. The Bad Boys for Life is surprisingly doing well. It's in the upset that X, Y, and Z. Two things, right? One, black people were never canceling Will Smith. I think that's where you guys were wrong. We the black community never agreed on canceling Will Smith. Never agreed on doing that. The only people that agreed on canceling Will Smith was white people and Jada Pinkett Smith. Those were the only two people. Those were the only two. Only group of people and only person that kind of agreed and stamped on the canceling of Will Smith. Secondly, I don't like how people are discluding Martin. Like Martin isn't the the Bad Boy franchise idea wasn't a Martin idea, a Martin Lawrence production idea that happened. Bad Boys was a Martin thing, is a Martin thing. Martin created that. Martin evolved that. Martin brought Will along. They both worked on the first movie together. Martin was the main guy in the movie, even though they both co-starred in the first movie. Martin was the main guy. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. I'm not. We're going. Even though yes, Will Smith is a bigger household name than Martin Lawrence. We're not going to keep disrespecting Martin Lawrence. Like Martin Lawrence isn't one of the greatest to ever do it in the history of ever. We're not about to sit up here and disrespect that man's name and legacy. We're not about to sit up here and hold Martin like he is just like a sidekick to Will. We're not about to sit up here and acting like he didn't have one of the best shows for 5 seasons. 5 straight seasons, he didn't have one of the best black sitcoms on TV. We're not about to sit up here and act like Martin did not put hundreds of millions in box office. Almost, and like, I think this is Martin's eighth number one movie. Think this is like his eighth number one movie. Stop it. Stop with the disrespect, bro. Stop with the disrespect, bro. The disrespect is too high for me, and I need y'all to simmer down. The disrespect is too high for me, and I need y'all to simmer down. The disrespect is too high for me, and I need you all to simmer down when y'all are speaking about Martin Lawrence. Like Martin Lawrence is not one of the greatest comedians to ever walk the face of the earth. Sorry, there's a special place for Martin Lawrence in my heart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I might be coming off a little, yeah, my bad. Last thing on the docket before we get on out of here. I've been talking too much. I've been on the pod too long. Serious note. So there's a streamer by the name of Tylil. He is great friends with Kai Cenat. They both are. I don't know if they grew up together, but they are really close friends, really tight friends. Both grew up in the Bronx in New York. Tylil is a newer streamer, and he had invited Michael Rainey Jr. If you don't know who Michael Rainey Jr. is, he plays Tyreek and Power in the show Power, and he invited Michael Rainey Jr. Tylil invited Michael Rainey Jr. onto his stream, and while Michael Rainey Jr. was on Tylil's stream, Tylil's sister sexually assaulted Michael Rainey Jr. live on the live stream while in the room while everybody could see in front of children. Like children was in the room. She touched I don't know if she touched his yamin or she touched around that area of the yamin, feel me? Um Tylil didn't I don't think Tylil peeped it at first. However, you can see on Michael Rainey Jr.'s face that he was highly uncomfortable. And shortly after all that happened, Tyler was like the energy shifted, and Michael Rainey Jr. left the apartment. Right, he left the crib after that. Right, um, first things first, you us at the Art Spot Podcast, we do not joke, play when we take sexual assault or any type of violence or any type of assault, any type of anything that can be rather traumatizing to anybody. We take that very seriously over here. All right. Click disclaimer, quick disclaimer, quick disclaimer. Cool. Let's jump into it. Not everybody can be around you when you do things. I know you want to take everybody with you, but not everybody can come with you when you do things. For example, right? Tylil's sister with doing that, she didn't just mess up a stream. She messed up a relationship. Not only for her, but for her brother. Anybody that you bring onto your platform, this is a lesson right here, right? Anybody that you bring onto your platform, whether that's a friend, whether that's a business partner, whether that's somebody you meet off of the street, that is a relationship. Anybody that I have on as a guest on my platform, whether I have known them for years or I just met them yesterday, that is a relationship that I have to cultivate because two things. One, you never know where anybody's going to be in life. And two, you never know when you're going to need somebody in life. So it's very important for you to cultivate and form great relationships with everybody that you run into. That's why it's important for you to be kind to everybody you meet. That's why it's important for you to be smiling and to have firm handshakes and to have great conversational skills and to have eye contact and to do just a whole it's a lot of things that you are supposed to do when you meet somebody and when you're building relationships with people, right? Even if you already have a relationship with that person that's not professional, right? Tylil brought Michael Rainey Jr. into a professional setting. Same thing when I bring my friends onto my podcast. I'm now bringing them onto my professional setting. And the relationship that we have as friends is different than the relationship we have professionally, right? So, on a friendship level, yes, no matter what happens between me and my dog, no matter what's going on, me and my homeboy, blah, 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 right? I he they trust me and I trust them, right? No matter what happens, right? However, professionally, if something goes left professionally, that's a different thing because now you're messing with brands, now you're messing with money, now you're messing with followers, fans. Now, it's a lot of things that you're messing with at this point, right? So let me make this full circle. It's a lot of things that Tylil's sister messed with that she didn't know that she probably messed with by doing that to Michael Rainey Jr. One, you messed up with the relationship, not just her relationship with Michael Rainey Jr. That could have, I excuse me, I doubt that her and Michael Rainey Jr. would have been like, like couple of the year or whatever. But it could have been on some like, oh my God, oh yeah, I know you, Utah little sister. Da, 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 what's up? Da, 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 right? Could have been on some real cool type vibe, right? No matter what, right? Boom. also, I don't know Michael Rainey Jr. personally, but he seems like a really cool, down to earth guy. He seems like a really cool, nice guy, nice dude. So I'm pretty sure if Tylil's sister approached the situation very differently than Michael Rainey Jr.'s approach to like the situation, it would have been way different, right? But that's number one. You messed up the relationship for your brother. Also, on a professional level, people might feel uncomfortable coming to your brother's house now where he streams. You got to remind, for anybody that doesn't know, is not hip to Tylil streams. Tylil has a lot of celebrities on his stream. He had Gio from Concrete Boys. He has Cash Cobain on his stream. He had who else he has on the stream? He has a lot of people. He has hella different people coming and going in and out of his crib, right? And his family be over there, and I think, I don't know if he stays with his mom or like that's his crib and his mom just, I don't know like the details of like the living situation, right? But he has a lot of high profile celebrities and people going in and out of his crib, right? Now you made it to a point where people might not feel comfortable coming to your crib. People might not, because now they're thinking, oh, if his sister reacted like that to, oh, what is she going to do? Not saying that everybody's going to get that reaction, but the thought there, the thought will always be there, right? So you messed up. So now you might have messed up another bag, right? And secondly, Tylil released a statement and he said that his sister will no longer be invited on any of his streams. She's banned from all streams, blah, 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 right? Now you messed up the bag for yourself. Because now you can't even be around when nobody is there, because you don't know how to control yourself when other people are there, right? And that's the thing. Not everybody knows how to control themselves when they see meet a celebrity or meet somebody of a higher I don't want to say higher class because that's wild, but they meet a celebrity, right? Or somebody of that they see on TV, or somebody that they follow on Instagram for the first time, right? And it's like, yo, you're in my house, you're in my presence, you're around, I can touch you, I can see you, I can smell you, right? All the weird shit people do, right? It's a different type of it's different. And I understand that, right? I get it. Trust me, out of everybody that's going to talk about this situation, any normal human being that you've seen on Twitter, I understand that more than probably anybody you have seen on Twitter talk about the situation. I guarantee you I do. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you have to know that they're human and they have to be treated with respect. Michael Rainey Jr., no matter who he is, he could be just old Michael working at Foot Locker. I don't care. He needs to be treated with respect. The respect factor was gone at that point, right? And he looked visibly uncomfortable. He looked visibly uncomfortable. And I guess she just didn't take the hand. I don't know if like that was like, I don't know if she was sober. I don't know if she was drunk. I don't know if she was tweaking. I don't know if she was just excited, right? Because he was here. And you can be excited. There's nothing wrong with being excited, but your excitement went too far. Your excitement went to the point where it was like, hey, like I'm gone. Like I gotta go. Like I can't even, you feel me? And that's crazy to me. Like you have to be more cognizant of the opportunities that are being placed around you. But some people don't understand that. People don't understand the importance of the opportunity being placed around you. Right now, let's get into the actual sexual assault part. And I see a lot of people online, a lot of men especially, talking about it and being like, well, she did that to me, I know what, da, 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 da. That's not assault me, da, 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 da. And that's why a lot of men's assault, that's why a lot of men who's been assaulted say that their assault, they feel like their assault isn't taken seriously, because it's a lot of, and they blame it on women. However, it's men who don't take it seriously. We don't take that shit seriously. We don't take, oh, girl just grabbed my dick without consent. That's okay though, because I'm a guy. But if I can't do it to a girl, da, 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 and Michael Rainey Jr. said it in an Instagram post. He made a statement. He said, "Listen, like if like he was like, I have to take this seriously, because I know the roles were if the roles were reversed, it will be taken very seriously on me, right? So I know I have to take this very seriously. We have to start taking men's assault, men mental health. It's men's mental health month now, but we have to we have to start taking all of these things very seriously. We have to start taking these things very seriously. Um, yeah, it's no reason why, we just aren't. You feel me? There's no reason why we aren't. Excuse me. But yeah, we need to be taking these things more seriously. We need to be having more conversations about this. We need to be more open about this, right? We need to. Yeah. That's it. That's my 3 cents on it. But prayers to Micheal, Rainey Jr., prayers to Tylil, prayers to Tylil's family, sister. I hope that everybody can, they can work everything out. Um, I don't know if charges are being pressed or not. Neither is that our business to know. But yeah, we'll see. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of the Arts Block Podcast. I've been your host, Eric Curry III. Before I get out of here, I will hit y'all with this dead or alive. Now, if this is your first time watching the Arts Block Podcast, hello. If this is your last time watching the podcast, goodbye. But dead or alive is a segment on the podcast where me or the artist on the podcast gets to choose people that we would like to work with that is dead or alive. Now, we can choose one artist, we can choose 100 artists. Please don't choose 100 artists because well, nah, I'm doing the old outro thing. That's crazy. We can choose one artist, we can choose 100 artists. This is my podcast, so I'm going to do what I want. Kasanet, Kevin Hart, Drewski. If you can figure out the correlation between those three people, Kasanet, Kevin Hart, Drewski. If you can figure out the correlation between those three people, then congratulations to you. You get a cookie, I guess. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of the Art Supply Podcast. I've been your host, Eric Curry III. You can follow me on Instagram at Eric Curry III. That is ERICCURRYIII. You can follow the podcast on Instagram at Arts Block Podcast. If you are listening on YouTube, make sure you give me a like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you turn on post notifications so you can be notified every time we post a podcast. If you are listening on your favorite podcast platform, make sure you give me a 5-star and a review. You can just say that this is the greatest podcast you have ever heard in your life, and that will suffice. What else is there to say? Nothing. Remember that artists never die. Remember that I love you, God loves you. Remember, do something every day that makes you happy. Do something every day that makes you smile. Do something every day that makes you better as a person, gets you one step closer to whatever goal you're working towards. And do whatever you love as long as you're not hurting yourself or others. I am gone. I am out. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all, boys. Peace.